Hey everybody, and welcome to a very special early morning Deckin Around. Today we are so excited to be launching the Warrior Women Volume 2 Kickstarter campaign. Obviously, we're a little bit early here, so we're letting you all in on the pre-show, pre-launch. We're going to have a little bit of fun. Ehsan, one of the designers, is going to be joining us shortly for this, and we're actually going to be able to hopefully ask him some questions about the motivation behind the deck, the designs, and everything about it. So, how's everyone doing today?
Tired.
Poor Steve, it's really early on his end here, so we do appreciate everyone coming out at 10:30 in the morning on a Monday. Obviously, people are working, people are doing their thing, so we appreciate everyone coming out. But guys, this is going to be a fun one, man. We have a exciting day planned. Obviously, this is going to be the actual live launch of the Warrior Women Volume 2 deck, which you can see right there in Steve's hand. Obviously, that's a prototype. So some of the finer finishes of it, like the embossing and the metallic foil and everything, are not present. But I gotta say, I love this deck, man. It looks so good so far.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Me being a big lover of non-red decks, the last one was beautiful, obviously, but it was had some red accents in it. So I'm a bigger fan of this kind of greenish, bluish, color. I think it's beautiful.
Dude, yeah, no, it's got some beauty. It really is a great back design. For anyone who was a big fan of the V1, you'll notice that the back design is similar, though there are differences between the Volume 1 and the Volume 2, more so than just the color. This is not a recolor, which I think is one of the greatest things for a collector's deck. I hate to see just a quick recolor between them. But as you can see there are pretty significant design differences between the two volumes, the central element being the one that stands out the most, but the design itself throughout is actually a little bit different, which I think is awesome. In addition to that, one of the really cool things about this deck is it was all about promoting and remembering some of the most amazing women warriors throughout history, and they had a great 12 different women honored in the Volume 1. We have another set of 12 women honored in the Volume 3, which just makes it that much more. Volume 3, geez, I'm already jumping the gun here. Volume 2, but that makes it so much more exciting. Obviously, we have a really amazing opportunity here to see some of these great images, and what we can even do if we want, we can kind of sneak peek some of the courts that not everyone had a chance to see earlier. But I have to say, the campaign itself, and it's funny because I've been so excited for this campaign, and I'm so glad that so many other people are excited about it as well. But I'm sitting there and it's like, I get to see behind the scenes and see all these cards and all this stuff. So I know why I'm excited. The fact that everyone else is so excited, just seeing a few sneak peeks here and there really makes it such an awesome kind of experience. So I'm really hoping that you guys enjoy what you see with the deck here. And what I'll do is I'll actually pull up a couple of the images we have, if I have them readily accessible.
If not, I got the core cards right here if we need them.
Yeah, I mean, we can always, let me see. I'm pretty sure I have them somewhere. It's just a matter of getting to them. So I think the fun part about this all, though, is just the look of these courts is so beautiful. It's got this interesting, like, kind of hand-drawn look to it, while still being very, like, intricate and detailed and beautiful. The color that comes through on this is just awesome. So let me see if I can get some of these images. Let's see, download the courts here. Downloading the courts now, and we'll get those up and we can take a look. How's everyone doing today, though? I'm so glad to see so many people on here. I guess I don't know if you guys are in Europe. What's up, Matt? How you doing? I don't know if you guys are in Europe or just woke up early, but absolutely love it.
Matt's at work. He's being a rebel right now and tuning in.
I'm technically at work too, so welcome to the club, Matt. It's a fun one here. But yeah, let's.
We were asked if this was live or a premiere, and this is a live of the actual launch. So this isn't a premiere of the deck itself because we have been teasing that.
Yeah, so this will actually be the live launch of the campaign. Yeah, so at 11 a.m., the campaign will be going live. Up until that point in time, we will be teasing some more of the court cards, talking a little bit about the deck itself, about some of the mechanics around it, some of the add-ons you can expect to see in the campaign, some really great stuff. I think in addition to that, we're going to be doing a giveaway as well. So one of the things is during the campaign, we actually have, I think, 2 or 3 prototypes that we're going to be giving away over the course of the entire campaign. Today, what we're going to do is before the end of the live, we're actually going to pick a random number based on the backers there. And whatever backer number that lines up with, you're going to win a prototype of the deck, which I think is going to be awesome. Honestly, it's a little bit of history right there. So I absolutely love it. So let me get these images open and unzipped here, and we'll be good to go.
And I've noticed that not everybody has liked the video yet.
You know what? And that's partially on us, because as with most videos that are out of the ordinary, we always forget to say, if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Obviously, this is one of hopefully many decks going forward that we're going to be live launching on the channel. So definitely keep an eye out. Subscribe so you don't miss out. Share it with your friends, anyone you think that would enjoy it. Steve, yeah. Xavier says your audio is low.
My audio?
Yeah. And then ultimately, guys, we have some phenomenal stuff coming up, but today is all about this Warrior Woman Volume 2 deck. So let me get these images unzipped and ready to show you.
There we go. My volume is up as high as it can go.
All right. Sounds about the same to me, but that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Xavier's getting old, so his hearing's going.
It could be. Oh my
God, approaching his birthday, so he's experiencing the pain.
Steve just wants someone to share in his misery.
I'm excited to see. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys if I'm still quiet.
All right, so let's see what we got here. So I know one of the first courts that we had shared. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go full screen here and share a different screen. Share screen. Here we go. Oh, I have to drop the branding because, of course. So this is one of the first court cards that was actually shown. Luzin, who is a Native American warrior. So the interesting thing I think about this deck versus the previous campaign was that the previous campaign was all pre-16th century warrior women. This campaign actually goes across history. So you have some who are, obviously, as you can see in this one, Luzin is sporting a rifle there. So you have people who were pre and post invention of firearms, which I think is awesome. Then next,
this is my favorite quote card right here. I like this one a lot.
Honestly, I think it's phenomenal. And like I said, I love the intricacy and the detail of the line work in these courts. Ehsan did a phenomenal job drawing these. They look absolutely beautiful. And honestly, I just can't get enough of how good these look. And the really cool thing too, and you can even see it here on the jack, the miniature pip under the indice there is a custom pip. So across the entire deck, there are custom pips all on pretty much every card. But I love the fact that it's included as well on the court cards, because it brings that fun stylistic difference throughout the deck. You'll also notice that it's even a custom font on this. For the most part, the deck is 100% customized, from font to pips to designs. Every bit of it is customized, which I absolutely love. And I also love the relief aspect of the images in the background here. So obviously it's not just a washed kind of green backdrop. You can kind of see trees and scenery in the background, which makes it absolutely beautiful. So next up, let's take a look at what's next.
Me. Hello.
So second image that we had was, oh my gosh, let's see here. My two monitors don't want to work in unison here today.
My audio's not working and Tyler's monitors aren't working. It's early. What do you want?
Yeah, our computers haven't woken up yet. What a pain that is, though. So stop sharing. Interestingly enough, I can't move things to my monitor, which is weird, but that's fine.
What are you going to show?
Oh, there we go. I got it. I'm going to show the second court card, the King of Hearts, which is the Pirate Mary Reed. Yes, which honestly, I think this might actually be my... Is that flashing for you guys?
Yep.
Okay, that's interesting. Let Let me see if I can get that corrected there. I don't want to give anyone a seizure there. So there we go. So I have to say this one also is one of my favorites. I think just the stylistic aspect of her face looks so beautiful. They do such a great job capturing that kind of like ne'er-do-well like emotion there. It really she looks like a badass.
What's ne'er-do-well mean?
Oh my god, man.
Dude, nobody knows what that freaking word means.
She looks like a badass. How's that? How's that, Steve? I'm sorry. I'm sorry your high school education didn't cover ne'er-do-well.
Bro, there's 21 people in the freaking room. I guarantee you 20 people don't know what that word means.
If you don't know what ne'er-do-well means, please Google it. Please Google it.
Yeah, Spade's like, what the fuck, Tyler? Exactly.
I don't know what to tell you. She reminds me of someone you would see, though, in like The Princess Bride. Obviously, pirates play a small part in Princess Bride, but see, look at that. Matthew Newman coming in. Great word. Thank you, Matthew.
He's the only one who knows it. That's the one person, like I said.
That's fine, dude. That's fine.
Yeah, it's all right. You see, Tyler has an exponentially higher level of education. He went to law school, so typical college didn't cover ne'er-do-well.
I mean, I feel like high school, like English probably covered it, but in something
Definitely
like, depending what book. But so a ne'er-do-well is basically like someone who's irresponsible, which to me is like the epitome of a pirate, you know, like
I 100% agree.
Yeah. Like you want to go and find a job where you have no, I mean, for anyone who hasn't seen it, there's a show, I think it's called, geez, what was it?
Mateo said Matthew's a bot.
That's fine. I will take appreciation from bots if I have to. That's perfectly fine.
Mateo crushing it. Okay, anyway, let's get on to Mary Read.
But yeah, so Mary Read is a absolutely badass pirate. And what I really love about this deck is, like I said, the wide expanse of historical figures that we see being represented. So previously we had a Native American warrior. Now we have a pirate queen, basically. And one of the cool things about this deck is, and actually this campaign in general, is the story behind all of these women is part of the campaign. So when you get on the campaign page, you're going to be able to see all of the courts and who they are and understand there you go. Paul, I appreciate it. The show was Black Sails. Couldn't remember. I appreciate that. Thank you, Paul. So for anyone who hasn't seen Black Sails, go check it out. Awesome show.
Never heard of that either.
C-Dub, I have not played Words with Friends in a long time, but
don't play with him. Don't play with him.
The dictionary in Words with Friends is subpar, I'll say that. But that being said,
Tyler corrects grammar. Tyler corrects Grammarly when I use it.
I did correct Grammarly the other day. They were wrong. It happens sometimes. But that being said, I absolutely love this core card. I love pirates in general. The pirate theme is just so cool. And for me to see pirates included in this deck was super exciting.
Yeah.
Who says subpar?
A female pirate, you know?
Absolutely. No, absolutely.
Seeing male pirates.
And again,
pirates just look way more badass.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. You can see the the amazingly intricate pip for the hearts there as well. And what we'll do is before we even go live, we'll pull up one of the number cards so everyone can see, you know, some of the amazing pip designs that are going to be on this deck. So that is Mary Read. Next, we haven't actually revealed any of the other court cards yet. So I'm going to pick one here. I have to see which one I really enjoy.
King of Diamonds, man. King of Diamonds is ridiculous.
All right. Let me get this share here. Oh.
So good.
All right. So next up, we have the King of Diamonds, which is Ching Shi. Honestly, it's so badass.
Like, so seriously, look how regal that shot is.
So in Ching Shi was actually a pirate queen who had thousands of pirates under her control during her reign, but which is like absolutely amazing. And one of the things I did notice with this, and I'm not sure what the distinction is fully on the deck, and this is something that I want to ask Ehsan, is it looks like all of the kings are pirates of one form or another, one time period or another, which is very dope. Then all of the queens and the jacks, I'm not sure what kind of category they fall into, but absolutely love the kings in this deck. All of the pirates look phenomenal. And again, you have that beautiful line work. And then in the background here, you can see in the red, there's also this very intricate kind of background scenery as well. So you have a tower here and a little archway over here. It looks absolutely beautiful. And the work that Ehsan did with this deck and the Headless Kings guys just did phenomenal. I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely spectacular, man. I can't get over how good this deck looks.
CW, you better not be naring your hair.
Well, you won't have much hair for long.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
you know,
This
this
one's so beautiful, man. I love this.
it
Th-
really
This
is.
this the court cards on this are just ridiculous.
I mean, it's honestly artwork, and I think for a lot of collectors out there, the one thing that people really love is that detailed, beautiful artwork, and this deck has it, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't get over how great the face cards look on this deck, but even the back design and the pips and all the detail and thought that went into this just looks spectacular.
Yeah. The whole slew of court cards are near do well. The queen of clubs is like reminds me of like a horror movie.
The Queen of Clubs.
Queen of clubs. It kind of reminds me of a horror movie where I
All right,
mean,
well, let me
if you
pull it up before
yeah,
you start
if
telling
you
everyone
if you
about
could,
it.
no, I'll tell them and then we'll see if they see it when it pops up. But it just kind of reminds me of I don't know in a movie you just see this being walking towards you right before you're about to get your face slashed. Yeah,
All
it's
right.
just
So here's the Queen of Clubs. To me, she reminds me almost of something you'd see in like Assassin's Creed.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I never played that game, but
Mavia. It's a video game, Steve.
no, I know the game. I've seen it. I've watched my friends play it. I just never played it.
Oh, dude, such a good game. If anyone
It really
hasn't played
is.
it, but this is just absolutely amazing. Mavia was an Arab warrior woman who ruled over the Tunikids. I apologize for butchering that there, hands down. A confederation of semi-nomadic Arabs in southern Syria in the later half of the 4th century. So this is the one thing that I absolutely love about this deck is it really shows the power and the control and the ability of women throughout history. Obviously in today's day and age, we see so many strong women and we really highlight them when we can, but it's amazing to see how many strong women have been through history throughout all this time,
Yeah, I
So,
mean, I love the background, how each one of them have a different scenery. This one kind of looks like it's on the water's edge or something.
yeah, like an oasis or like a desert, like
Yeah.
there's a dune back here or something. It's absolutely beautiful.
I love how you're like a dune, like an oasis. I'm just like, yeah, it looks like the water's edge.
Could be too. I
Yeah.
don't know, man. Yeah.
No, it's all up for interpretation, man.
Yeah, and that's what I love about it though. This art, and I love just the very like line artwork style to it. It's so detailed but so beautiful.
Yeah. Those eyes peeking through that veil. Man.
It kind of reminds me a little like she kind of reminds me a little bit too. Do you remember the movie gosh, and I can't remember what it was. Queen of the Damned with Aaliyah.
Oh God, that's like
It's way
old
back.
school,
But this
bro.
kind of reminds me like the pose of the poster of Aaliyah in that movie.
Yeah, I just yeah.
Carol had a good question here. Are they all hand drawn? So Ehsan, the artist for all of this, because they CW distracting me there. CW, we will miss you, but we love you. If you don't want to stick around for Decked Around Hooked on Phonics, we appreciate the time. But now, so Ehsan, the artist, Hero, will actually be on in a few minutes to talk about the design and the process itself. I do believe these were all actually done in Illustrator, but he may have done hand-drawn sketches prior to.
Yeah. I think he does, doesn't he?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprising at all. The work is just beautiful that he does, man. I can't get over how good this looks.
Yeah. Tyler, you're gonna be like the joke of the century now with that ne'er do well.
I'm fine with that.
It's awesome. We have Spade saying ne'er do soup. Noir do
Oh,
soup.
gosh. Well, hey, you all learned something
What's
today.
your favorite court? That's what I want to know.
I have to take a look because honestly, I think the King of Diamonds was mine for a while, but I'm going to run
Yeah.
through them all real quick here and see what I really just so good.
I like the Queen of Hearts reminds me of like a woman who'd be in a James Bond film.
So I think mine actually may be the King of Spades, which is Rachel Wall, who's a very famous pirate from like the 1800s, I want to say, but absolutely beautifully designed, late 1700s, so the 18th century. She was actually the one of the first American-born women to become a pirate, which awesome. Like, why not? But yeah, dude, the artwork on this one's awesome, and you can see the waves in the background crashing around, and really that ocean vibe of that background illustration here. And she again just looks like a badass. It's amazing how awesome this deck looks across the board. They did such a phenomenal job illustrating the power and the emotion in these faces. And the one thing that I really love about this deck is it highlights women in a time when powerful women was not a thing. You know, it wasn't the norm. It wasn't, I mean, not even to say today it's the norm,
I was
but
just gonna say,
it's a lot more common
unfortunately, it's
now.
never
It's
been
a
the
lot more
norm.
common now, though, than, you know, in the 1700s, even.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I mean,
mean,
that's true.
and I think that to me just shows how great it is that the motivation behind this deck is to remember the women who came before, who were so prominent at their time and such outliers and fought so hard to get to where they were. It's a beautiful deck. Steve,
Yeah,
I think it's time to take a look at the number cards,
yeah.
which for that one I have to go find them again. So give me a minute,
Right.
guys, here.
What number we want to look at?
Well, I'm just gonna pull up the tens image that we have. So I
The
have
10.
that right here. Oh, actually, I can pull up. I have individuals for all of them. So what I'm gonna do is pull up 10, 10. All right, so we got the tens here.
What up, Lee?
How you doing, Lee? Dude, I love so many people are getting on this early in the morning, so we really do appreciate you all coming out here. But all right, so we'll start with the 10 of clubs, and even the intricacy of this just blows my mind. It almost looks like an old school stamp on paper with the little like flex in it and everything. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, that's cool.
So this is the 10 of clubs. Absolutely awesome looking pips. All two-way designs, which I think is great. But the fun thing about this is just the intricacy and that antique kind of vintage vibe to it.
Yeah, I really dig the pips.
Yeah. Nah, dude, it is so good. I think out of all of them, the clubs probably are the most eye-catching for me because they have a much more traditional style to them as well, where you actually have the clubs look more like a tree where it has like the actual branches off of it, which is somewhat of like a European slash French style for the pips. I absolutely love the look of these though. They're
My
just so
favorite
awesome.
spade for sure. They kind of
Yeah.
look like an arrowhead.
Yeah. All right. So let's take a look real quick at the spades. Guys, we are coming down to the 5-minute warning here, which is exciting.
That is exciting.
Let's take a look at the spades. I love the intricacy of this as well, but it really reminds me of something you'd see like scrawled on a wall somewhere in like an ancient Roman city or something. Like they're so detailed, but so like vintage or antique feeling, you know?
It looks like something you'd see on the top of a fence for me.
Like a wrought iron, like little fleur de
Yeah,
lis on top. Yeah.
yeah.
You know, they did a great job with this, and I love just the design detail to it. It's just so beautiful.
Yeah, I agree.
The Robin says, so everything in this deck is amazing or what? Honestly,
Pretty
everything
much.
in this deck is amazing. I have to say, it really just, it blows my mind every time that Warrior Women Headless Kings studio comes out with a new deck. Their first volume was spectacular. And for anyone who hasn't picked that up yet, it will be available as an add-on at a discount to retail on the campaign. So definitely make sure to check that out. We actually also have some really awesome add-ons for this campaign. There's going to be a uncut sheet for anyone who likes uncut sheets. I think this is probably one of the only decks I've ever wanted an uncut sheet for, just because of the artistic quality of the face cards.
Actually, dude, if you can pull up like me on the screen for a sec, or both of us again, This is will give you an idea of kind of what the tuck will look like with the foil and everything. This is version 1.
Yeah, I can actually hold on. Um, there you go.
This is version 1 that, with all the foiling and embossing that
Is
the
going to be
version
on the
2
tuck.
will
Yeah.
have. Yeah, so we obviously have the prototype as of now for version 2, but version 1, if you look at this tuck, you can see the detail that's going to be on. Come on, come on, come on. There you go.
It's
All right.
so beautiful.
Yeah, we got 4 minutes, man.
Dude, absolutely love the look of the V1. The V2 is going to be great. So let's jump on to where are we at here? We're on to
10 of diamonds or 10 of hearts.
yeah, let's go with the 10 of hearts. Here is the 10 of hearts. Dude, I can't get enough of just that hand-drawn kind of like, it almost feels like etched in sand somewhat, like it's got that speckling, it's got that like worn look to it. They're just perfect. And zoomed in up close, they just look that much better, which I love. Like, I think a lot of times with some of the art, you see it and it looks great, but then you really inspect it and it's not as exciting as you would have thought. This just looks great, even at a like macro level, which I absolutely love.
Yeah, I think they're beautiful.
Yeah, the 10 of hearts really is a great one. And then for the final, number of cards here, we have the 10 of diamonds, which I think the 10 of diamonds might actually be my favorite, to be very honest. The intricacy of the 10 of diamonds is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Like, dude, there's so much detail in it. I love the non-standard shape of the diamonds themselves. It kind of reminds me of like a top-down look of like the guard on a samurai sword or some sort of sword,
Yeah, I can see that.
It's got a definitely a fun vibe to
without
it.
the middle missing.
Yeah, without the actual cutout for the sword to go through. But I absolutely love that kind of like rigid shape to the sides. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, guys, we are down to 2 minutes going live here.
Oh my
So
goodness! Oh my goodness! We should pull up the screen and just
I'm gonna
talk
pull
for
it
a
up
couple
here.
seconds while we
Yeah,
wait to hit go.
Let me pull this up here. Where are we? And bam.
Oh
So
no! Oh no!
for anyone who hasn't seen it before, this is what the back end of a Kickstarter when you're ready to launch looks like. So the cool thing about it is this is going to be pretty much what it. Let me zoom in here so we can go to right here. Launch now. This is the button we're all concerned about. So I have to say, guys, I am so excited. I can't wait to see what this actually looks like. At the end of the day, like I said, once we are done with, or once we're ending up this live at around 11:30, we're going to be doing a drawing for a prototype to be sent out to one of the backers. We're going to be drawing a random number, 1, 2, whatever, how many backers we have. And whatever backer number we pick, you are going to win a prototype of this deck. Mind you, as well, we actually have 3 prototypes designated for 2 or 3 prototypes, I think, designated for giveaways throughout the campaign. So there will be other opportunities to win some really cool stuff related to this deck. I know I'm excited. Steve, I can only imagine you're excited, man.
I'm excited, bro. I want to see who gets number 1. Dude, we're what, 20 seconds out?
Yeah, we are almost there.
We are counting down now. Go, 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 go.
All right.
Here we go, guys.
We are launching the campaign now. Drum roll. And
I love that. What happened?
Bam.
We are live. Go get
Warrior Women is now live on Kickstarter. For everyone who hasn't gone to check it out immediately, go do so now.
Yes.
Look at this, guys. We are live.
Hit that refresh button. Someone's got to be. K Studio said me.
Let me drop the link in the chat here, guys.
Yep.
We will get this moving.
I just got the notification that it's live.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I haven't
You haven't gotten yours yet?
I have to get the actual link here. There we go. Wicket and back guy 7 backers. Damn, look at you guys crushing
Not
it
bad,
already.
not bad.
So we're going to take a quick run through while we're here too. So one of the things you'll notice is absolutely beautiful deck first off, but the really cool thing about this, like I mentioned, going to be printed by USPCC on their premium stock. We're using gamblers for fulfillment throughout the world. So reasonable shipping rates for everybody.
Dude, look at this. Look at these guys. Whoever put this campaign together, crushing it.
So
I have a good feeling this is going to be a great campaign this week.
I'd hope so. I'd hope so. But let me, for anyone who doesn't have the link yet, I'm dropping it across all the platforms here. So it should be coming through to Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. For anyone who's asking how you get in on the giveaway as well, all you have to do is be a backer on the campaign. We will pick a random backer number 1 to X right before the live ends. And whoever we pick will be getting their hands on a prototype of the volume 2. Mind you, these will be 1 of 6 ever created, 3 of which make it out into the world. So this is a rare deck for sure, guys. Check this out. This thing looks beautiful, man. And what I'm most excited about on this one, and like I said, you know, if you go through the campaign, you can see the Hall of Courts here. It tells you a lot about each of the women. One of the things we are considering adding is a PDF that kind of gives you a little bit more of a backstory between all of the court cards. And that would be something available to all the backers as a download. Tim, we appreciate you trying to get backer 1, man, but backer 2 is just as good.
Thank you, Tim.
Absolutely beautiful, beautiful aces. And we didn't even get to tease these aces to you guys, but they are spectacular. And the one thing I love about the aces is just the thematic detail to it as well. So you can see almost that like old, like skull vibe to the ace of diamonds there. They all really are so beautiful.
The big central pips are just great on the aces.
Absolutely, man.
I think we're both big fans of that design when we see it on a deck.
I mean, look at how good that looks. This thing is so beautiful. And then obviously we have the number cards here we just showed you. And honestly, they just look so good across all of the cards. Like they look beautifully done. And then the back design here. It's just a fire back design, man.
Yeah, it is.
And so this is the breakdown too, to show you guys what this will look like when it hits the metallic ink goals. So the metallic ink right now is a stretch goal. We really hope that everyone will push this to get those stretch goals unlocked, because that metallic ink, for anyone who has that V1, just looks spectacular. Again, this is going through USPCC, so the metallic ink will be top notch.
Yeah. USPC definitely has the best metallic ink for sure.
Without a doubt. You know, that's, and then this is probably one of my favorites. And guys, this was a last minute pull together. So congrats to Ehsan and the Headless Kings guys for pulling this off. We have a beautiful diptych Joker, and similar to
so epic.
It really is.
Yeah, it's actually the women from version 1.
Yep. And so the really cool thing is they always wanted to do a poster for the version 1 but at the time they just didn't have enough momentum behind it, and they weren't sure of all the logistics to get it done. Well, we wanted to honor the women who were still in volume 1, and we had this great idea of doing a diptych Joker. This diptych is spectacular. It was actually intended to be a poster in V1, but it just looks so good. We want to make sure that it didn't get lost. And then similar to the previous campaign, there will actually be 4 Jokers in this campaign. So you have the diptych, and again, just look at the detail on that. It is so good looking.
That diptych Joker is so good.
Yeah, and then we have 2 Jokers in the deck, similar to the styling of the version 1, where they're going to be, and they're new Joker designs. So you have a pirate and more of a Roman themed one, but also just fun Jokers throughout this deck. Obviously, like we mentioned, it's going to be fulfilled by gamblers. And this is my favorite part of this, I think, so far. So for anyone who missed out on the Warrior Women Volume 1, we do have it available as an add-on throughout the campaign. It is at a reduced price in comparison to the retail, which was $16. So we're saving you a little bit of money here, guys. The shipping on it as well, since it's an add-on, is reduced. So this is an absolute steal for anyone who missed out on the Volume 1. It's a great opportunity to pick it up. We also are super excited to have a Kickstarter exclusive gilded silver version. This version is going to be limited to the amount of people who order them on Kickstarter. So this could be a 1 of 10 deck. It could be 1 of 50 deck. It could be a 1 of 100 deck. We will only print as many as are sold. So this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to pick this up. I genuinely think this will be a tough one to find after. And the cool thing about this, obviously this image is with a prototype. This tuck will have all of the foil and embossing that you will see on the standard version, and it will have a beautiful, beautiful silver gilding. I'm so excited for this one. I think it's going to be a great one. And guys, this is actually my favorite add-on right here. I am not a coin collector at all. The reason you don't see the image here is the render is still being worked up, but it will be up later this evening.
It is dope.
This is honestly one of the coolest coins, hands down, that you will see in the playing card community. It looks like a piece of 8 pirate treasure. It is awesome. It's going to be a beautiful antique bronze brass kind of color. So it's going to have that worn gold look to it. It's going to be about 1.25 inches, so a little bit smaller than some of the bigger coins you get in campaigns, but I really wanted it to be as close to a piece of like historic antique treasure as you could find. The one side is going to feature a Joker head from the V2 deck, and the other side is going to feature the Warrior Women Volume 2 emblem. This coin is going to be sick. If anyone's interested in the coin, definitely keep an eye out. We'll be posting an update and adding the image to the campaign later today. I'm so excited for that one. I wish the image could be up here now because you guys are going to see this and be blown away. I know Matt in the crowd saw the prototype that I had kind of worked up real quick with a little bit of a different coloring, and it was awesome. Like, it was literally one of those things where when I saw it, I was like, I'm not about coins, but I saw this and I was like,
you were like, oh my God, check this out.
I sent it to see if I was so excited. It looks so cool. Thank you so much to everyone out there who's been backing as well.
Jason, we are so excited. Just so you know, the coin add-on is an option after. We don't have the image up yet just because it's in the middle of being rendering. So the coin should be up soon. And then let me double check too in the background there, Jason, just to make sure that the coin is available for everyone. I want to make sure that all the add-ons are working. If you do see any issues, guys, definitely let us know. We're using the new Kickstarter add-on functionality. It isn't necessarily 100% yet. So if you do see any issues with it, please let us know. If you're having any issues getting rewards selected or anything like that, definitely let me know. Let's see. Oh, yeah, interesting. I do not see the coin on there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this right now. Gonna add it.
Yeah.
Easy peasy. That'll be ready for you, Jason, in 1 minute.
Yeah, this coin is going to be sick, and I honestly cannot wait for it.
Yeah, I'm excited about it, too. I'm not a huge coin collector myself, but I'm excited about this one.
You know, it's going to be absolutely awesome. For anyone who is into coins, this is definitely one you're not going to want to miss. I know a lot of people have actually been getting into the coin kind of like industry with it, I guess. A lot of new campaigns are coming out with coins. This is 100% unique. We're really excited about it. And I think that for anyone who's into coins, pick it up. It's absolutely worth it.
Dude, can you paste? Can you pin the link in the chat?
Yeah, let me do that. All right.
Excuse me.
So if you take a look now, everybody, if you go into your pledge, the coin should be available as a reward or as an add-on. So you can head in there now and check it out. The coin, like I said, we'll be posting the image later today. I appreciate anyone who wants to jump on the coin without even seeing it. I promise you, you're going to be floored by it. I was floored by it. I really cannot wait to check it out. So the coin is now up there. All right, let me just go pin a comment here and we'll be good to go.
Yeah, and if anybody's having issues, you can post it in the chat right here. And if it's something that we can't handle right away, just like the add-on that we just had.
Yeah, we can absolutely get this stuff worked up here. Let me see.
So Griffin, you said you sent a PM about volume 1. If you can let us know if there was an issue, definitely let us know.
And I'm just getting the
uncut sheet. I love those colors together. You and I are both big into seeing Christmas when we see red and green, but these two colors together, thank God, are not Christmas. You know, definitely faded and dark in some areas, but it doesn't scream Christmas to me, which I was happy about.
Yeah, they did an absolute great job. So, guys, I just pinned the link to the top of the YouTube chat. So, for anyone out there who doesn't have it, you can see it right at the top of the YouTube. But yeah, I love the look of this uncut sheet. And honestly, this was probably the volume 1 was one of the first decks that I actually tried to back an uncut sheet. And unfortunately, they did not offer the uncut on the volume 1 because I thought it was absolutely spectacular.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Griffin.
Griffin, we really appreciate it. So honestly, so also Griffin, within the thing, you should be able to select it as an add-on and it will automatically adjust your pledge for you. It makes it a lot easier. So if you go in and take a look, feel free to adjust it. I know you mentioned you sent them PM in. We will definitely keep an eye out for it.
It looks like he just increased his pledge. You actually don't have to do that anymore, Griffin. If you go into your tier, there's an add-on button. You can actually just go into that add-on section and you can add on whatever you want and it'll automatically adjust the tier for you.
And so there will be, and I'm going to give you guys kind of a little bit of a rundown on this collector set. This is an exclusive first kind of chat about this here because we haven't even leaked an image of this yet. I am so excited for this collector set. This is going to be absolutely beautiful. We're actually bringing back the volume 1 in a red gilded edition, paired with a volume 2 with a green gilded edition that will then actually be housed in a frosted carrot case with a beautiful Warrior Women medallion affixed to the front of it. This thing is going to be spectacular. It's going to be available later in the campaign. So for anyone who pledges 3 or more decks, you have private access to this collector set. It is going to be a limited set of 100 collector sets, which means that there will only be 100 red gilded and green gilded version 1 and version 2 decks out there. They will only be available as part of this collector set. They will not be sold individually after the fact. We really wanted to make this a very special collector set. We are so excited for that. When the images come in for this too, we're going to start collecting, or we're going to start teasing those out as well. We're thinking that this will probably go live around the 2nd or 3rd week of the campaign. It's going to be spectacular. Honestly, I can't wait to see the gilding first off. The green on the volume 2 and the red on the volume 1 is going to look beautiful, but this collector set is going to be so awesome. And it's really going to be something that you'll be able to display proudly on your shelf. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Dude, that red gilding is
spectacular. It really is spectacular. And it's going to be like we're really going to try and color match that red to similar to what you see in the pips here. So a nice, like bright, but like almost blood red kind of color to it. Like it's going to be a rich red. So that collector set, guys, will be dropping in the next couple weeks. The price on the collector set is going to be $85. Again, it is 2 exclusive limited run 100 print run gilded decks and a custom carrot case on that with a beautiful metal medallion on it. The great thing about this collector set is we really wanted to make sure that it was sturdy, you know, with the carrot case and the frosting and the metal medallion on it. This thing is going to really, really stand the test of time and just look beautiful. So
C-Dub says he's driving to your house with a golf club.
Listen, C-Dub, I wish I had any of this in my house right now. I promise I'd be showing it all off. I don't even have the prototype yet.
I'm the only one that has the prototype because I was forgetful being 46 years old. I forgot to send Tyler his prototype. So
but guys, this is absolutely spectacular. And then for stretch goals here. So similar to the first campaign, we really wanted to make sure that this was an attainable deck. We want it getting out there. So we kept that goal at 1250. Well, 12,500, which covers the printing, the tuck, and shipping. Everything else rolls into a stretch goal, but we didn't want to make those stretch goals unattainable. So that custom designed foil seal, similar to what was on the V1, but updated for V2, is at 13,500. At 14,000, each of those will be numbered. We're going to do a similar thing to the first volume as well. So we are only going to number the first 1,250 of them. Anything beyond that, and we'll probably, depending on how many sell for Kickstarter, that's where we'll keep that numbering. So if 1,500 sell for Kickstarter, 1,500 will be numbered one of 1,500. Anything beyond that, overrun, anything like that, if we decide to purchase it, will not have a seal. So your Kickstarter decks will have something that any other retail deck will likely not have. In addition to that, once we hit 15,500, that metallic ink we showed above is going to be going on the back design. So that's a metallic green, a metallic silver, and a metallic gold, similar to the V1, but with the all new updated color scheme. It's going to be beautiful. I honestly cannot wait for that. I think that to me is the first goal I'm really super excited to see get hit. So guys, we cannot wait for that one.
Yeah.
In addition, we're then going to have interior foiling at 18.5. All of the tucks are already going to come embossed and foiled on the outside. This interior foiling is going to be similar to that of V1, and it's a beautiful kind of lattice pattern with all of the suits inside. It really is spectacular, and it will be done in a, yeah, Steve's going to pull this up right now. Let me see if I can switch him into this position. I'll pull this down real quick, and yeah, so that beautiful pattern you see right there, once it focuses, that's going to be similar to the foil on the interior of the V2. So we really wanted to keep some continuity between some of the more well-known aspects of this deck. So again, we made sure that this deck has a full redesign on all the courts and the back design, but that interior foiling, which was just so beautiful on Volume 1, is a stretch goal at 18,005. Then at 30,500, we have a
People
really
are gonna
special.
be excited about this bad boy.
I am so pumped for this one. This is actually going to be a limited edition 250 print run deck, white back, white tuck, with gold gilding on this. And this is a volume 2 limited only. We actually have a gilded render coming through soon, so that will also be posted as an update today. So keep an eye out for that. If we hit that stretch goal, guys, this is going to go fast. Limited to 250 decks. There will be no reprints. They will all be numbered, sealed. Absolutely beautiful. And this was actually one of the decks that got a lot of interest from the campaign from the jump. And one of the reasons we decided to go with the black and green as the original color to it versus the white was really just that continuity between the Volume 1 and Volume 2. But this as the limited edition is going to be absolutely beautiful. Again, it's going to be fully embossed, fully foiled on the tuck. It's going to be a gold gilded deck with a...
All tucks are done by Clove Street Press. So
yeah, all the tucks are Clove Street. And so this is the one thing I will say too, as much as I love Volume 1, the tucks were not done by Clove Street, and the foil was not as precise as it could have been in some areas. This Volume 2 is going to be perfect.
Yeah.
It is going to be everything Volume 1 should have been. So this is really going to be an exciting one, guys. I'm really pumped for this limited edition as well, and I hope that it sells out quick. And then perfect timing, meet the team. We have Ehsan with us. What is up, Ehsan? So guys, we're going to pull down the campaign real quick for anyone who hasn't backed yet. Make sure to click the link. We got a little bit of lag there. How you doing, Ehsan?
Very great. Very happy to see you guys.
Dude, we're happy to see you too, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you've seen so far, we already have 55 backers and $2,700 raised. Guys, we cannot thank you enough for how awesome that is. Obviously, I'll pull this up real quick so you can see it. Like I said, those coins are going to be coming. The images for the coins will be coming later today. We're also going to be getting up a render of that limited edition gold gilded deck. This deck looks gorgeous, guys. You're going to want to pick up the coin. You're going to want to pick up the Volume 1 if you haven't already. And that collector's set is really going to be spectacular. So make sure you get a tier where you get that private access to that collector's set.
Yes.
So Ehsan, we actually had some we had a question that came in earlier for you about the actual design of these court cards, and we wanted to touch on it while we had a little bit of time here. But did you actually, when you designed these cards, was it all done on a computer, or did you hand draw a lot of these originally?
Yes, for the first steps, I sketched a little bit of them. because I'm so comfortable with traditional styles. And then when I want to finish them and make something clean, I move to digital medias and work with them. Yeah, my favorite part is when I sketch them with traditional medias. But
Yeah.
when I want to move to the finalized, I pick digital. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, it's combined. If I
It's really cool that you made them look like they're literally sketched out.
That's
They don't
beautiful.
look digital at
Thank
all.
you.
Yeah,
Thank
it's amazing.
You know, it is absolutely beautiful. I really cannot get over how great the artwork looked. Even in volume one, I fell in love with it absolutely. Volume two, I think, just shows so much more progression between it. I think it's beautifully done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think volume one is for the start, but while volume two is uh, too good, is better than one, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
My style is very better, I think. In
Right.
the
Yeah. I mean,
volume two.
they're both beautiful. I loved volume one. It was something
Yeah,
that we don't normally see a powerful woman deck
Yeah.
ever. So when this first came out, I was blown away. I loved it. I obviously reached out to you guys when I first saw it, and I've been a fan ever since.
thank
And
you.
obviously with version two, the women are just as powerful and beautiful, and the designs are great. And
Yeah,
yeah, you crushed it for sure.
yeah, thank you. Yeah,
I gotta say, guys, so we're already at 21% funded in 22 minutes, which I think is absolutely amazing. And I just want to say
yeah,
thanks so much to everyone who's already backed so far.
Yeah.
Share the campaign if you haven't already. We have so much in store for everyone who backs this campaign. Like I said, this coin coming out later, I cannot begin to describe how excited I am for this. And I think the really cool thing about everything in this campaign is there's so much history and depth and richness in it. It's going to be absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Ehsan, we took a look at some of the court cards earlier. Which of all of the court cards for the volume 2 is your favorite?
My favorite, it's too hard to pick one if I want to say specifically, but I will choose Lausanne because I like how Indian lives and I like the culture. Uh, I little bit read about her life and I like her style and it's more. Um, I feel more comfortable with it, more connected with it. It's my
Yeah.
favorite.
It's a beautiful, honestly, it's beautifully done. And we were talking about earlier just the background scenery that's in the green is just so intricate and beautiful. Everything about this design is so detailed and so well thought out.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. That's beautiful. That kind of reminds me of the show 100.
I could see that.
One of the chicks from 100. It's
Yeah.
powerful, it's always cool for me to see warrior women, like women who are just badass. I've always been psyched to see, shows like Dark Angel, and yeah, of course Buffy
Yeah.
isn't like a warrior, but like just where there's powerful, strong women
Yeah.
kicking the shit out of men, basically, is what it comes down to. Like, I love
Yeah.
seeing that. I think it's great. It's not depicted enough in movies and in stories and stuff like that. So so awesome of you guys to create this.
Absolutely.
What?
I can't get over how great this deck really is.
Yeah, me neither. I really like this video. Yeah.
Well, and this has been a long time in the works as well, so you must be ecstatic that we're now at volume 2. It's launched and it's live.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's live finally, and we planned for it so much.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally it's been a year, right?
Yeah.
And here finally my company Saga
How
Yeah.
you doing, man?
design and behind the graphic design.
You
The
guys
other-
are
the
a
other half.
phenomenal team. Absolutely a phenomenal team. And honestly, for anyone who hasn't reached out to Sadiq and Ehsan, reach out to them on the Headless Kings account. They are such nice guys. They are so willing to talk and to share their ideas and the stories behind everything. And I think one of the great things about Headless Kings Studios is just how open and active you are in the community, how much you want to bring a positive message to the community, and how accessible you are within it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really been an honor for us to know you guys. And this is our community now. And we feel really comfortable with it.
Thank you. We appreciate that. And it's so awesome when I hear Headless Kings and warrior women, I just imagine these women chopping off the heads of the kings.
Yeah.
So I like how they go, you know, you guys are the two kings, you know, and you're creating these decks that out of fear.
Dude, absolutely. And guys, the one thing I do want to point out here too, for everyone who's on the campaign or hasn't backed yet, we do have limited quantities on those early birds. So make sure to jump in on the early birds as soon as you can. Those will go quick. We have some really great deals here on these. And I think for anyone who hasn't, like I said, picked up the Volume 1 as an add-on, it's a great option there. Make sure to pick up those decks. And honestly, I'm floored that this is live now. This is amazing. It feels so exciting.
We're at 25% almost, which is really dope.
I can see comments coming up here. We got some solid super backers in it.
Nice.
Guys, this is amazing.
What is that?
He just didn't know we launched, and he's shocked.
Yeah, man. We went live 27 minutes ago. 27 minutes in, we're already here. You go. I'll pull up the screen for you, Sadiq. Look at that. 61 backers, $3,000 in 27 minutes. Guys, we are so thrilled for all of your support, and we honestly can't wait to keep bringing out awesome parts of this campaign. Again, if you haven't heard me say it already, I'm super excited for that treasure coin. It's going to have the image up later today. It's already available as an add-on. Trust me when I say this coin is going to blow your mind. In addition to that,
Paul wants to know if Ehsan, do you have more women in mind for Volume 3 already?
Yeah,
I like how our minds work here. It's like
we have very long list for it.
it's a very long list.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
we're really excited.
Yes. It would be another video for sure. Yes.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Dude, I think it's great to see how much, again, bringing all this history to the forefront and really highlighting the women who were so powerful, and especially in a time when people were actively preventing women from becoming warriors and scholars and, important figures in history. It's amazing to highlight all of that. So I'm really excited to see how far this saga continues. And I have to say, Volume 2 is going to be spectacular.
Yes, with your helps, of course.
It's been a fun effort so far. I have to say, we're so honored for you guys to think of us when you were looking to do the Volume 2, and it's been an experience for sure. It's been so much fun, and I love everything about how this has turned out so far. So it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, same here. Same here, yes.
Yeah,
we have
and so
fun experience too.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull this back up. We're up to 62 backers. So we're coming to the end of the live here, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull up a random number generator. We're going to pick a number between 1 to 62. And whichever backer we land on is going to win a free copy of the prototype Volume 2 Warrior Women deck, which Steve has.
Hopefully they're in the chat.
Yeah.
And if you haven't liked the video already, you got to go like it. Right?
Yes, please do that. All right, so 1 to 62. Let me pull this up here. And we are going to, the 5 was already there. So I'm going to generate this now, and let's see what we got.
Hey, it's so exciting, guys.
61.
Backer 61. We are going to be reaching out to you and letting you know that you have just won a prototype of the Warrior Women Volume 2.
That was so anticlimactic.
Listen, I mean, I literally Googled it and Google presented me the answer. So I was like, hey, I'll take it. But guys, definitely, if you did not win this time, don't be discouraged. We are going to be giving away 2 more prototypes over the course of the campaign. We also have a few other fun giveaways planned. Depending on how much you guys love the coin, we may be doing a giveaway with the coin as well. I know I love the coin, so it's going to be awesome there. But for everyone who tuned in today to watch us launch live, I apologize to Backer63 who just backed. But for everyone who joined us,
Nathan said only off by 56.
I'm going to play around with the Google random number generator a little bit later and see how random it actually comes up, or if every time I put in a max number, it just gives me -1.
Right.
But guys, we appreciate each and every one of you coming out today. For anyone who has more questions throughout this campaign, feel free to leave comments on the campaign, send us messages, reach out to us on Instagram, either at Headless Kings or at Deckin Around. We are definitely going to be doing a few other Instagram and YouTube lives throughout the course of the campaign surrounding the giveaways. So make sure to tune in. Make sure to go back if you haven't already. And guys, thank you so much, everyone, for coming out to support this amazing deck of cards. We are so excited. Ehsan, Sadiq, we are so excited to be working with you on this for real. It's been an absolute pleasure so far, and we can't wait to continue through this campaign. It's going to be so much fun. There's going to be so much that we really get involved with on this. And I have to tell you too, everyone was really excited to see that Diptych Joker. It looked so beautiful. And I know you guys have always wanted to get that poster out there. So I'm excited we were able to get that out in this deck as that Diptych Joker. It looks beautiful. You guys did an amazing job.
Definitely going to be contender for Joker of the Year. Hands down. For sure.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. It is amazing. You guys did a phenomenal job with this. Everyone, thank you so much for coming out today. Make sure to share the campaign with anyone you think would like it. Keep an eye out on social media. We're going to be posting updates throughout the campaign about giveaways, new add-ons, anything like that under the sun. And keep an eye out for that limited edition collector's set, guys. It is going to go fast and it is going to be beautiful. You don't want to miss out on that one.
Peace out.
Ciao.
Thank you all. Thank you.